everybody. Welcome to Girls on These Worlds, and also welcome to all Templars, our bastards, our Dragon Age TTRPG playthrough. It is good to be back. We are here for session 2, and I hope y'all are ready for a fun wild ride. Maybe there'll be more himbas this time around. We'll see. Before we get going, we're going to do some intros. I'm also going to read a little content warning before we get going as well, if you will give me the time for that. The world in which this game is set is one known to many. It is a world where there are a great many injustices and wrongs which need fought against. As such, there are topics that will come up which include oppression, fantasy racism, prejudices against mages, and imbalances of power which often become violent. We recognize that in telling the story of oppression and genocide against groups of people reflect the many tragic atrocities occurring in our world as we speak. While we feel that the stories of the fight against oppressive rule are important to tell, the health and happiness of our viewers are also crucial. As such, it is important that you all know the content of the story that we are telling here so that you have the agency to choose either to watch along with us as we tell the story of a fight against such powers, but equally, you can turn off this story should you need to in order to preserve your own comfort. The group and I have discussed at great length our lines and veils when approaching this content, and active use of safety tools will be being used. We would urge you to also take care of your own comfort levels. That being said, let us now tell a story of hope in dire times and the fight for justice. I am going to be your storyteller for this evening. I am Emma Hamalu on the internet and I use she, they pronouns. I'm now going to let my players introduce themselves with who they are and also who they are playing today. So if we go in the same order we went last week, who are you and who are you playing?
Do you remember what order we went in last week?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
not to ask. Remember that, please?
It is Lauren and then Val and then Alice and then Mary.
I was like, because I think that's me, but I don't remember. Anyway,
It sure
hello,
is.
everyone. I'm Doran. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Genevieve Difficult, who is a Orlesian exile rogue, and her pronouns are she, her. And she is absolutely ready to plan chaos and fun stuff. Yay.
Hello, friends. My name is Valdrianth, or Val. I use any and all pronouns. Today I bring Theowen, little city elf mage. She uses she and her pronouns, and she is worried about people burning their nipples, apparently.
Valid, honestly.
Yeah. Baking grease on nipples is not a good idea.
Baking grease everywhere else, though.
Yeah, I was like, but if it's cooled down, I don't know. Okay, I'm done.
Gotta grease up your himbo somehow.
Yeah, I'm not here to yuck people's yums, y'all. Whatever you're into.
That's me. Hi guys. I am Alice. They them pronouns. Today I am playing Floor Aeneas. They them pronouns for Floor as well. Floor is a Deventer Leighton mage who maybe has gotten more sleep than last week. I definitely have not. That is Hum's problems this week.
Hi, everybody. I am Mary. My pronouns are she, her. Today I am playing Eviana. Her pronouns are she, her, and she is our little blood mage that is going to try not to fall out of a tree again, but probably will.
Love that. So here are our excellent players, and I shall introduce to you this week's session. On blackened wings does deceit take flight. The first of my children lost tonight. What does that mean? Last session, we met our champions of the just. A small band of people that go by the name the Chains of Revenge, which is metal as all hell. They are the mage and rogue branch of a small guild named the Choir of the Silenced, who seek to do good in the world, even if their work is not strictly speaking of the legal variety. Our brave Orlesian exile Genevieve, who was seeking information and doing a little target practice. Our timid city elf Theowen, who is as afraid of crowded spaces as they are their own magic, engaged in a little bit of baking. Art of Inter Necromancer Floor, who was trying to do some reading and instead had to talk to someone from their homeland, a land that they are really trying very hard to distance themselves from right now. Our Ferelden Bookworm and Secret Blood Mage, Aviana, crafted a healing draft for a fellow guild member and got a blush to her cheeks in the process. The group were called together by their leader, Shona Linton, who is an elf-blooded rogue, who proposed that they get themselves organized for their next assignment, a heist of lyrium from a Templar stronghold outside the Free March city of Wycombe. With the news having spread of the Templars removing themselves from Chantry rule and knowing they are going to be handling mages with no sanctions, the side of what is good will need all the help that they can get. We start today's session in the mess hall of the choir's base of operations as the group partake of some breakfast. There is much to be considered for a job this big, things to plan, items to acquire, maybe some himbos to speak to. They have also not formally accepted the task yet, something they may need to do. So, my fine chains of revenge, what is the discussion being had over your breakfast? And for the viewers at home, what you eating?
I think Genevieve is kind of looking at the food and just like thinking to herself, Sion did not make this, correct? And just like poking around it. Like, as much as she wants to encourage Theowen to break out of, like the past, just gonna give it a critical eye and go, Theowen, what have you been doing today?
Today, I have been sitting in my room on top of my covers and contemplating all of the ways that, you know what? We're not going to go there. It's too dark, and it's too dark. We're not going to. It's not appropriate breakfast conversation.
Totally understand. And she's gonna pat your hand, like, nicely, but also then start eating.
What is Corin eating? Have they got eggs? How do they take them?
Sorry, what was the question?
What are they eating?
Oh, Genevieve? Oh, it's definitely like, I would say it's definitely a good balanced mix of things. So she's got like eggs, she's got some protein, some veggies and stuff, but nothing's like in sauce. It's disgusting. And like it's very much like a well-prepared breakfast as you can get.
I thought the Orlesians liked sauce. Didn't they come up with this thing called hollandaise?
But if it's so much you can't even tell what food you're eating, it's a bad feel in the mouth. I don't like it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't grow up with a lot of sauces, so I like to... Have you heard of this thing called white gravy?
Oui.
Yeah. It's just made out of flour. 1 second. Someone's vacuuming in my...
Do people like clean out here?
Yeah, so it was just heard
actually like use anything. Is it magic?
Someone was vacuuming, and I was like, I'm live.
How such a thing? You made this so weird.
Anyway, so it's just this. It's made out of like flour, and then I put it on top of these.
The gravy, not the vacuuming. Okay, yes.
Yeah, it's made out of flour, and it has little bits of sausage in it, and then you put it, and she just holds up. I used to call this a scone, but apparently the guy with the nipples calls this a biscuit. And I just put it on top of there, and it's delicious.
As opposed to the gentleman without nipples?
Oh, so there was this guy yesterday, I forgot his name, but he was just making bacon with his nipples out, and I didn't... It was really dangerous, sorry.
Those of you who know him well enough will know that sounds like classic Iwan behavior. Whether it's him or not, you're not sure, but yeah.
Did he cook the bacon this morning as well? And Floor just kind of like pushes it a little to the side.
I mean, that tastes good. It's not going to poison you.
Yeah, it's just bacon. It's not like he put his chest in the grease.
So,
That sounds quite painful to begin with.
Yeah.
sorry, I was imagining it, but he's not very smart, but he is very pretty to look at.
Oh, I guess so. I don't think anybody would be pretty with bacon grease burns on their chest, though.
Bacon grease, though.
Scars can be good to look at.
Let me just go, Val.
Genevieve is definitely laughing to herself. Like, I think she's even trying to make everyone just kind of like, oh god, you know what I mean? Like, just gonna go, okay.
I don't understand why would. But that means that person has been severely hurt in some way, and you find their pain attractive.
The healing from the pain.
Are you?
And everyone gets hurt. If you think you're not going to get hurt in this world, my dear, we will do our best to protect you, but it's going to happen.
Oh, no. I know I'm going to get hurt in this world. It's just the idea of just, like, fetishizing someone else's pain that I find strange.
Theo, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
And I think you get another, like, pat, like an older sister pat of just,
Just, like, narrows her eyes, and it's like, if I didn't want the answer, I wouldn't have asked. And I wasn't asking anything. I was making a comment. Sorry. I shouldn't get so emotional. It's very dangerous for everyone here.
With that, I'm going to go prepare things. You'll have a lovely breakfast.
I'm going to eat my biscuits and my gravy. Okay. Pass the bacon.
Yeah. I think everyone, just like the camera in classic Dragon Age fashion, will just pan to the plate of bacon sitting on the table as your conversation filters out. Okay. There is obviously still the news of what you've been asked to do to contemplate as a group. So the three remaining can certainly have a think about some things. Genevieve, where are you going?
I will make my way towards Rye, our dear
Making my
potion
way?
master.
Yes.
Make my way. And maybe a little skip in the step. Just like, oh, it's such a nice day. And I get to go do things. Oh.
Yeah, you can definitely go and head to find Reagan, wherever he may be. He is likely, if he's probably finished his breakfast by now, so you can head to the area where you know that he works. Occasionally you will find other mages in there when they have different types of making going on. The hurty and the harmy of potion varieties go on in the same space. You have to be very careful about the ingredients that you're using. They've probably like labeled things very clearly, like a color scheme, to make sure that you are using things correctly and that you label them correctly when you are done.
I always like when they say hurty and the healy. It's my favorite. We're such a serious organization, but we have to have fun, right?
Pharmacist. Yeah.
I think when she gets there, she'll knock and be like, oh, hello, I'm looking for the hearty variety today. I need the hearties.
Hearties. Yeah, you
She's not laughing at her, but she is laughing.
pan of the head from our he's average height for an elf-blooded man, and has dirty blonde hair that is like swooped on one side with a good big side shave. He has multiple scars and a beard, which lets you know that he has some human heritage in him. Will turn to look at you and just quirk an eyebrow at first.
Sorry, I was just trying to lighten this day.
Hearty.
Hello, Reagan.
I haven't had the second cup of coffee yet, so I will warm up to that in a moment.
Sorry.
No, clearly morning person. Evidently.
Sometimes maybe it stayed up through the night, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so we might be potentially going out into the world to cause chaos and mayhem, our favorite things. So I'm looking to be prepared. I would like to get some things for the hurting of others.
The hurting of others. Yeah.
Sorry.
I
the
have
dangerous
some.
ones.
Yeah.
Not the hurties. You don't like that, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be hurting you.
Oh, I'm kidding.
He's just gonna roll his eyes and be like, our allegiance, man. God. And goes over to case and kind of opens up the lid, and it's one of those ones that has the rigging in it that opens to like several little shelves inside of it. And you can hear the clinking of glass as he does so. What kind of thing are you looking for?
So I was thinking, since we need to be stealthy and not be seen, hopefully, we'll find out. Do you have any of the death root extracts?
Yes, I have. There's. Yep, here we go. And he'll rummage and pull out 2 long vials, and hands them over to you. It's got handwritten in his script, death root extract. I got 2 of them. That's all right.
Excellent. See, my current plan is this. I'm going to use this on the enemies, and then we've got a bunch of mages, right? And we're going to scare the shit out of them with hallucinations. It's going to be fun. We're going to laugh about it. Quietly. Quietly laugh while they freak out.
Yeah, this sounds super subtle.
You understand my current plan. Thank you. Okay, anyway, the other thing that I need is, do you have any concentrated cow poison?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I don't have any here. Usually that's something that we have to try and acquire. I could try to replicate one for you.
Yes, please. Because here's, again, current plan. We scare the shit out of them, and we have mages play on their hallucinations while they're freaking out. And then we make it where they can't move as fast. It's going to be great. And so I can move fast. And then that way I can attack them while they can't move.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
I am almost sad to be missing it. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, if luck's on your side, this will be quite the show.
I'm sure that Andraste will grace us with her presence, and our feet will be silent upon their ears.
Yeah, I'm sure if you ask her real nice, she will help you with that.
I mean, if she even existed, it'll be fine. I think she'll just look at him and be like, "Thank you, Reagan. You're so sweet. I always appreciate your artistry."
Thank you. Not enough people thank me for this kind of thing.
They really should. We would not get anywhere without you.
Well, you'd certainly get somewhere. It just would be less entertaining.
More hurties than we would be Healy. It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
See? What?
I will work on this. It might take me a little bit. Check in again, maybe end of today, perhaps tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Whew, got my work cut out for me here. Okay. I have to go to market.
I believe in you. You've got this.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, have a good one. I'm going to go scare people. Okay.
You're gonna go scare people now?
Yeah, wait. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. You've got plenty on your plate.
Who are you gonna scare?
Don't worry. She's gonna scare.
Well, now I'm worrying, he says as you walk out the door.
If they need the Heelys, you'll see them later. It's fine.
You can hear him muttering away as he gets to work.
Oh god!
Just a typical legion walking her way through the corridors. Yeah.
It's not a full skip down, but it's definitely like a little light on her feet. It's like, oh, I love scaring the shit out of them. They'll be fine.
She's a prankster. Got it.
I would never do anything to hurt people.
No, I get bees to hurt them for me.
Exactly. I didn't do it. I just had the survival of bees, I can't help it, plagues.
Yeah. Oops, I dropped it. Okay. We will pan away from you back into the mess hall, conveniently panning past the plate of bacon, which has perhaps got less baking on it than before. Just settling over the pooling bacon grease at the bottom as we contemplate the conversation from this morning. For the other three, is there anything else you would like to discuss, figure out, contemplate the layers and complexities of what people do with bacon grease? Maybe we've done enough with that one.
No, I'm okay.
So we're going to be traveling by water first, and then... So we need to organize that, and then... and she's writing notes down. What else are we going to need?
Do you know how to swim?
Yes.
Okay.
We had a pond at the castle.
And you swam in the pond?
Well, I snuck out to swim in the pond. My brother helped me get out there, and I got in the water, and then I accidentally rolled my ankle when I got out, and then that ended in another injury. So, but it was a fun time.
Yeah, but let's say like ponds and rivers and oceans are different. There's currents. Ponds are still. Do you know how to swim in a current?
We'll find out.
It's not that hard. Do you not know how to swim, Theo?
There weren't many pools in the alienage.
Do we need to teach you to swim? Or do we need to just put some floaty things on your arms?
Yes, floaty shopping.
What? No, it's fine. I can just drown. It's fine.
No, that we'll figure it out. It's okay.
I'm sure that there's some sort of I'm sure I could figure out how to walk on water. It's fine.
I have a feeling that might be harder. We can just find you a flotation device. One that looks like a nug or something.
Wait, no, that's for kids. I'm fine. I will.
Safety
It's okay. I've been in the water since I've left the alienage, and I have imitated the camp dogs.
We will put a flotation device on the supply list.
Yep, I got it. She just writes down.
I was inquiring about the rest of you to make sure that you were safe, not that I needed a flotation device. But you know what? I
grew up along the coast.
She stands up, going to my room, and just walks away.
You may pass Genevieve. Genevieve, are you returning to the mess hall to your group, or are you going somewhere else, by the way?
Oh, I was definitely going to go shoot.
Your bow?
Okay, we'll pass by Seowyn. Yes.
Oh, you know what? I know how to shoot a bow. I will come and join you, and with archery.
Would you like to have a competition?
Okay. You'll win, but okay.
It'll be fine. No, see, you don't have to think about it as just winning and losing. You always get to learn something. Just a little bit of something, even if it's not the main goal.
What's the point of competing if you're not gonna win?
Because you got to try, Seowyn.
Well, you can still try without competing.
Nah, we have to win something. Come on.
It's
not fun if you don't gamble a little bit.
I don't have a lot of money. Is there?
No, there's other things to gamble with.
Do you want my clothes?
No, I want you to have experiences. So just think about it. If I win, I'm probably going to dare you to do something.
Like,
It'll be fine. Come on. And she'll push Theo a little
now I am regretting this moment. Okay.
Oh, don't think about it so hard. You'll be fine. I would never make you do something that you never really wanted to do.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
It'll be
Okay.
fine. I treat you
Yes,
like my little
ma'am.
sister. You'll be okay.
I'm
And
the
I'm
eldest.
definitely pushing her, like, Jizzer
Yeah.
trying to get away. So I'm like,
So the two of you exit to go towards the courtyard to do some shooting that is definitely for competition now. Theowen is being forced to experience things.
Yep.
Leaving our two other mages at the table with the breakfast. You can see that there are people milling around, having their own, maybe just arriving after having a late night the night before. There's a couple of people that definitely look hungover. And Aviana, you are making the list for things to consider, and transport is definitely going to be important. At some point, someone's going to have to make contact with a ship that's hopefully heading to Wycombe, which you know is along the coastline. I imagine it would have been easy, especially for two studious people that do enjoy a good book, to find a map just to confirm exactly how far you're going to be going. It is at the end of the Menanter River, which is the longest and a pretty hefty river, the biggest in Thedas. And at its mouth in the Delta channels is the town of Wycombe. So whether it's something that you need to research as the town itself, you do know that there's going to be the Templar stronghold, which is on the outskirts of the city. Apparently, there's also the issue of 3 mages and a rogue going into a place of people who have trained quite extensively for how to counteract magic. And perhaps that is something that will need strategized in some way. There's a lot to consider. But you are left eating your breakfast.
And I think due to previous things, Aviana, sorry, you would know that at least Genevieve could probably help with the ship part. She probably has contacts all over the city and knows merchant stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Aviana will just be kind of murmuring, Genevieve usually has travel figured out. That just means we need to figure out who we're bringing, the supplies that are necessary so we don't die to Templars.
Ideally, make sure we bring something for anti-anxiety.
Yep, already on the list. I've also packed, or at least usually I pack the different things that kind of remind us of home, just in case that's on the list. Make sure that Genevieve will find different little trinkets as we go along. That's on the list.
Very thoughtful about that, Avi.
I don't think I haven't thought of you too. As she's writing more things down.
What for me? Corpses and books.
Strange scrolls that I found in the marketplace, but yes. If a corpse is what you wish, I will figure one out.
I have a feeling we'll come by those easy enough. Sugar, though. Sugar is a necessity. And Flora's also going to like pull over the stack of Orlesian toast that has been left there. It's keeping it all for themselves.
Yes, or Legion toast. Hell yes. There's probably a nice little, a jug
Yes.
of syrup for you to
Yeah,
pour all over your
like
like
half
half
strawberry
yeah.
as well, like strawberry
half
yeah.
jams and
poured
stuff.
on that tower.
Hell yeah. Very good. Yeah, there's always some sweet treats here available to you. Kirkwall is one of those coastal cities, especially with the nature of the free marches, that there's so much trade with all of the other nations that like any and all types of food that you could want, you're able to get your hands on when you're here. So yeah, even interesting and slightly more obscure sweet treats are an option for you to purchase. But yeah, you can go to town on your Orlesian toast.
Not becoming, but it is delicious.
Hell yeah. Listen, breakfast is a time for nourishment. You don't have to be prim and proper when you're doing breakfast. Very good. All right. So with that list being made, there is options for a market trip. There is also options for perhaps going to your library. Out in the courtyard, we have some archery going on. I would very much like the two of you to roll an attack with your bows, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to put bow in here, and it won't let me put down 1d6. It wants to say it 2d6 for some reason.
Oh,
For damage,
Some
but
reason.
it's okay.
Okay, and hopefully I did this correctly. We're gonna find out.
Gonna find out. Yeah.
Longbow.
let me.
Oh, clicky.
What is your plus? 1d6 plus what?
For bows,
Yeah.
it's according to the
So it's 4, 5, 6. Is there?
I have a proficiency in bows.
Yes. Yeah. So it's 1d6 plus 6. I'm just gonna
Okay.
double check if the bows actually have a.
Does it? Because I have 1d6 plus 5.
Yeah, your numbers are different because it's based on dexterity plus a focus if you have
Gotcha.
it, plus any bonus that the weapon itself tends to get. Where are you,
Yeah,
bows?
that's what I mean though. I'm a
Is it
rogue and a
short?
marksman.
Short bow.
Yep.
So I'd be shocked if mine was lower.
Plus 1.
I have pretty high dex, so that's why mine
Yeah,
is where
dex
it's
is
at.
4, and then bows makes it plus 2,
Mhm.
so it's a plus 6 for that.
I have a dex of 4 as well.
Yeah, let me check. You have.
Wait,
It's
I'm
'cause you-
confused.
It's because you don't have a bows focus. That would have added a plus 2.
What?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
technical thing. That I don't think should be right. Because I have archery style.
So that's
Yeah,
So
yeah,
a focus
no,
is
I'm
different. A focus
working
is
on it.
like you've got a proficiency in it, and it lets you add a plus 2.
Yeah,
So
Mhm.
you're 4 plus 1, so your stats are right.
they are right. Okay, that's the main point. Did I do that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You've
With
done
what I
yours
put.
right.
Yeah.
Theowen's just
Okay.
stacked in stats for
Yeah.
both.
Gotcha.
So-
And then I do the roll. Just make sure I
Yeah.
have a plus 2 correct to that. Does that sound correct?
Yes. Well, no, it'll be plus your dexterity.
Shit.
Well, I just did that, but hold on. It won't let me roll my. Oh, it's because is this action use aim? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Cancel. No, I'm not
Yes.
aiming. Submit.
I am.
There we go.
There we
Imagine.
go. There we go. Oh, okay, so we both rolled. Theowen, you got a 14.
I got 16.
And Genevieve got a 16. Both of which would definitely have met their target for sure. You perhaps it was maybe a surprise when you first met Theowen, but you guys have known each other enough to understand that she does have some skills with a bow. I need to go and get my door because I have a cat trying very desperately to get out. But you guys can roleplay as you do your archery.
Yeah, with Theowen, she the reason she's proficient in bows, it actually comes with the city elf, but the more meta version is she doesn't like using magic, so she has to
Have some way.
have some way to do something, and shooting things in the face is cathartic.
See, this is why I like to have competitions with you. You actually can, shoot.
Still haven't told me what you're gonna give me when I win.
I mean, you can ask what you want.
Mm.
I'm not shy. And plus, I just kick Askin's ass every time. It's never fun to shoot against him.
Why? Why is it not fun? Why does he win?
No, he never wins.
Oh, so that's why it's not fun?
There's got to be some kind of danger that I'm not going to win this. So, admittedly, I just won the first one. It's 2 out of C.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, aim this time.
I'm also going to aim.
I didn't do very good.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, and I rolled a 9.
So we're seeing that there's definitely an archer in the pair of us, and a mage who definitely knows how to use a bow. But
Yeah.
it goes a little wide. You maybe hit
Uh,
like the boars, just not the target.
Yep. Wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about how you don't like losing, but you don't like winning. I don't understand
But
your
winning is not
reason
fun
for.
if you know you're going to win. Not as fun.
But like, if you know you're going to lose, that's not fun either.
No, you're going to lose. You have to try your best. That's why I say
Okay,
experience is
people
also a
are-
good thing.
But if you know someone is better than you, then the probability of losing is much higher. So you can safely assume that you're going to lose.
But are you content with just giving up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my dear, that makes me sad.
I mean, yeah, I guess I just don't think in those terms. Is it okay? Like, life is hard enough as it is. Why do you have to make it a competition? I guess is my question.
But everything is a competition. Is that not your daily battle that you have in your mind about how you are? And I don't say that lately, by the way. I totally understand.
Which is
but-
why I don't like other competitions, because I use it all to make sure that I don't go land.
I don't think your life should just be that, though.
Well, when you start hearing voices,
Technically, I hear voices all the time here.
what?
one is
What?
quiet.
What do you mean you hear voices all of the time?
Do you know how many people are in this organization? They are never quiet. They're talking all the
Oh,
time.
Okay, but you
I hear them all the
voices,
time. They're so
but
damn
they're
loud.
actually there.
Well, they're
But
not
what
here right
about
now,
when
but
you-
they're in the
but
other
what
room.
about when you just lay down and you just close your eyes and you just hear psst, psst in your ear all the time, or like somebody humming a tune that your mother used to sing to you, but your mother's alive, so why would someone be humming the tune that she sings into your ear? Or like, you know
Are
what?
they all
I'm
bad,
gonna
though? Like, do they
I'm
maybe
just-
think you just miss her?
I'm just gonna shoot my bow.
I mean, I've probably won 2 out of 3. Do you want to do 3 out of 5?
I'm not doing this for competition.
Well, now hold on. I still won. I do want my just results here. Okay, I did win. So your friend Craig,
What about Craig?
I think you should just ask him what he wants to do with his life. That's it.
You seem that I've never asked him that already.
I don't think you have. You're correct. I mean, a genuine conversation. Sit down with him, have a good chat. Be like, Craig, what
talked
have
to
you
Craig-
planned for your life?
I talked to Craig more
Yeah,
than
but have you
anybody
actually
here.
listened? No, hold
Yes,
on.
I do
Have you
listen
actually
to him.
listened? Then what does he want to do with his life?
I don't know.
This is like when you ask someone what color are their eyes, and you're like,
Your eyes.
I mean,
Yes,
I know.
He has green eyes.
I didn't ask about his eyes.
See, that's
That's
the
the question.
voices. That's the voices.
See, I think they're trying to help you in this moment.
You're not. Can you?
No, I said the.
Can you
No, I
make me do
understand.
something else? Because you said do something else. Do something else. Just ask me something else.
Let's see. What else would be an experience that would make you break out of your shell a little bit and maybe get new skills? How about when I'm doing my rounds to see what's happening at the arbor and trying to get information for the group, you come with me.
Out where there's a whole bunch of people.
But with the safety of me, you know I'll protect you.
Can Craig come?
Only if you ask him what he wants to do with his life.
Okay, but not like when he comes to the arbor with us. I can ask
Why
him
not?
at
I
dinner.
will be talking to people, making, connections and everything. You'll be fine. You can talk
Because
together.
it'll be super weird if we're just like hanging out by the boats and I turn
What?
to him, I go,
What
"Hi,
is going to
Craig.
be the
What would you
harm
like to
of
do with your
asking?
life? Are you
But what's
happy?"
the harm of asking your friend, what does he want to do with his life?
It just seems
He's your
like a
friend.
weird thing to like ask when you're just at
Say,
the
what do you
docks.
want to do with your life?
What do I want to do with my life?
Oui, I want to know. I want to know about you and your dreams.
I don't know.
Ugh.
I'd like a dog.
You would like a dog?
Hmm.
I mean, the Freuden seem to like the dogs. They seem very sweet, other than very vicious on the battlefield. But I can understand that. What would you name it?
I don't want that kind of. I don't want a dog that like the Fereldans have. I want one.
The Mabai seems so sweet, though. Well, to their owners. Again, not to anyone else.
I want a dog that's I've always just had this dream because like you'd walk around Kirkwall and there was these like very rich ladies that have like a small dog in their purse.
So I do think
I would like to get to the point into my life where I can walk around and just have a tiny dog in my purse.
See, and that sounds like you would like to be content and be able to do more frivolous things.
I would love to be able to do frivolous things.
Yeah, see, now I have learned something about you. You want to be content, you don't want to be an adventurer, and I get to know more about your dreams. And thus, if I look out for things, I may be able to help you be more frivolous with your life.
Will you find me a tiny angry dog?
I will find you a nug because I like them better, for sure.
I don't want a nug.
But nugs are so cute. Fine, I'll find you
I want a tiny angry dog.
You can find a tiny angry nug. I'm sure if you pick one up and shake it a bit, it'll probably be pretty bad.
No, see, you say that I don't listen, but I am specifically telling you.
No, see, I'm helping you expand your mind. And I already said I'd get you the stupid dog instead of a nug, even though it's way better, in my opinion. But I will help you. But see, here's the point. The point I'm making is having genuine conversation with the people that you like and adore. It lets you know who they are, and you can help each other out this way. Plus, it might get you out of your head.
Ha! That one was good. Look.
Oh, I will look. What was it? Sorry, I was distracted by my lesson.
That was a good, yeah.
Oh, let's see if I can do better. I don't think so. That was very good.
Don't. You're going to ruin it.
No, it's fine. No. Seriously, I think you're going to beat me on this one. See? It happened. See, if you explore who you are.
Side of the courtyard.
See, we're clapping for you. If you explore a little bit and know who you are and what you want with your life and be secure in who you are, you can do wild things. Even get a horrible little dog you can put in a bag instead of a nug. But that's okay. Also, I want a nug. You didn't ask, but I'm going to just share that since you shared with me about your dog. I want a nug. They're very cute.
They
I
are
don't
very
worry
cute.
about their skin, yes, because they're so hairless and it's very bright. But they're very cute, and they make cute little squeak noises.
The pair of you hear a little chuckle at that comment.
Oh,
what was that?
It seems like you're not sure for how long, but it seems that a member of the choir has been watching this little show, leaning on like a windowsill of the just beside where the door enters into the courtyard. You can see Ryan Taylor, otherwise affectionately known as Griffin, is watching you guys.
Good morning, Griffin.
Don't scare me like that. I would have shot you.
Shoot him. I mean,
don't.
He's a warrior. He'll be fine. He could take a couple of arrows.
I would just shoot him in the foot. It's fine.
I would rather not.
It's what you get for sneaking up on people.
I didn't sneak up. I've been here a while. You need better perception.
I was busy thinking about my future tiny evil dog. But
That is
Genevieve's
true.
gonna
I
buy
did.
me.
Yes. I didn't say I would buy it, but I would find one. Now, not all of those
Buy
rich
it.
women will know what happened to their dogs. Okay.
It's okay. They don't.
They don't even appreciate them, I'm sure. They probably just
No.
put them in a cage or like a
Well,
room with their
you
door
don't need
closed.
to like steal someone else's dog. That's their
They
person.
won't know. And plus, they have plenty of money to get another one. Griffin gets it. He's nodding his head.
I am not going to be complicit with this conversation.
You already are. You said I.
I feel trapped into a line of conversation that I did not agree to.
I'm sorry, Griffin. What
Did,
is
did
it?
you
What do
want?
need?
Did you want something?
Maybe. I just thought I'd come and see what you were doing and enjoy my breakfast in the courtyard and maybe just ask you about the job you guys are going on.
Oh. Or someone eavesdropping?
Maybe.
Okay.
You guys are welcome to roll a perception empathy roll if you
Yes. 100% gonna do that right now. Empathy, you say? Okay.
want. He just snacking while he watches you. Oh, god damn.
20.
Ah,
Poor
sweet
Griffin.
Andrastes tits, my god. Okay.
I've always wondered why you use that phrase, Griffin. It seems so strange.
It's very disrespectful, Griffin. I love the curses that they have in the game, by the way.
That's so good, yeah.
You know, I could have done Make or Preserve Us, but
That's too generic.
that's fun. When you're not sure, he just seems to be hanging out, maybe just eavesdropping, like you say. Genevieve, you get the impression just by the stance perhaps of him like leaning against a windowsill and just watching you guys and then chiming in at the end. It seems like he was definitely here to watch someone.
Do I
And
be
he has
evil and assume it's Theowen?
You can assume whatever you want. You get the impression of what the behavior is. He's definitely got an easy smile for you. Yeah, I just I heard you might be taking the Wycombe job.
See? At least I want to. I don't know if everyone plotted to change the revenge is up for that, but I am. I've already got poisons. It's going to be very fun.
Yeah. Are you thinking of not taking it?
Not me. I'm down.
What about you, Theowen?
What? I mean, they brought me into the room and asked me directly, and I don't know how to say no, so yes.
Ah. See it, look. Maybe the others will be like this as well.
Maybe.
Why did you want to come? You should just come because we're all like kind of. You should just come. Just come if you want to come. Just don't be so like, are you going on this? Just be like, yo, I would like to go on this thing with you because I figured you could use my help. You could just say that. I'm gonna go. She puts out her bow.
Remember
to ask Blake about his life.
Yeah, he looks to the ground for a moment as if contemplating, and looks up and is looking at Genevieve when he says, "If you want me to come, I'll happily come."
Griffin, I would absolutely please protect us frail women and non-binary as we go into this adventure. We're so scared.
Not
Oh,
what
please help
that's
us.
not okay. You know what? I'm good.
Griffin,
I'm all right.
kidding.
No,
And I'm gonna
it's
pat
fine.
his shoulder.
Honestly,
Like,
I just
Griffin, I'm sorry. I have picked on you all your life. I'm so sorry. Yes. I actually was considering asking you if you did not have another job at the moment, because quite frankly, none of us fight up close. and I would be worried if we ever got into bad straits. All I have is this gauntlet. And yes, I punch people so well, but I can't just keep punching someone with one hand forever while we figure shit out.
I'd like to see that.
I mean, I'm already here sparring if you would like to, but you know.
I don't know if you'd win a spar, but
Those
I'm
poisons I mentioned. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would never.
okay. Okay. I see what's going on here. All right. No, I mean mostly I just wanted to ask about it. Wycomb's kind of a bit of a special interest of mine, so
Oh, why is that?
yeah. If I start talking about history, are you going to get bored? And he will look at the pair of you. It's like a genuine question.
Oh, you know, I love
I don't like to
history.
special interest at people if they're not, because you know,
Look,
a lot of people have
you
other
have-
things to do with their time.
In the past, you have watched me look at every heraldry that we have seen, every flag of a house, and I've told you everything about it. Come on, you know I don't mind.
Theowen?
I think she ran
Oh.
out of anxiety. I'm trying really hard, Griffin. Like, you can
She-
take my jest and like pokes, and I'm trying to get her to embrace the same thing.
Okay. Right. Well,
Actually, hold on. Are you friends with Craig?
friend is a strong word, but I've been training with him.
Does he take your advice and listen to you?
Sure. He seems eager to please, so
Excellent. That's perfect. Okay. So in your like manliness of, you know, sword fighting and all of that, and you know, I am a big man, whatever. He'll listen. Get him to just ask Theowen what are her dreams in life? What does she want to do with it? And bring up dogs.
ask what she wants to do with her life and bring up
Yeah.
dogs.
Oui.
Oh, okay.
You totally understand it. I love when you disagree.
I know better than to question these things.
See? Perfect.
Well, if you're interested in me special interesting at you for a little bit, I mean, we can go for a walk if you want to go for a walk.
Okay. I admit I wanted to shoot some more, but we'll go for a walk. And she'll put up her bow and everything.
You can shoot after.
I was hoping during, but fine, we'll do it during. I'm kidding. I would never just randomly shoot orphans. That's just weird.
Oh, Genevieve, never change.
Oh, I don't think I could if I tried.
So he will wander off with you. I will get to the lore that he drops on you in just a moment. As he succeeds in getting you alone. For the other two that are in the kitchen, once breakfast is done, what would you like to achieve? What do you want to do with your life? No.
Well,
Look, it's an important question, okay?
What would you like to do?
Well, I think that Aviana would be either wanting to go to the market to help secure the little goody things that
Mm-hmm.
when it gets hard out there, it's nice to have something from home or something to brighten. So she tries to bring little gifts for people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she would be heading to market and then organizing. She's an organizer. She's a herder of cats if necessary. So she's
that.
going to be doing the
that for her.
planny type
Mhm.
thing that the boring stuff is what she likes to do.
Mhm.
So she's got lists and organized everything.
It's color coded. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
the responsible one for the Herty and Ely labeling and everything's color coded?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Absolutely.
that was you. Absolutely. Okay. So you can add on. Maybe you need to get a bit more colored labels for your bottles while you're out at the shops. Very good. And Fleur, are you likely to go with for the trinket shopping, or do you have something else you are trying to achieve?
I don't think they'd go necessarily for the trinket shopping, but if
Hmm.
Aviana provided floor list, they would go to market.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Forced out a lot.
Yeah. Bag carrying. Love that. Okay, so the pair of you can head out. Now there are multiple options, but 3 themes to places you can buy things in Kirkwall. There is Hightown, which is where you're going to get your more expensive, high-end, you tend to need to be someone and have a bit of coin in your pocket for shopping up in Hightown. There is Lowtown, which is where your lower classes tend to live and work, and there's market stalls there for, in some ways, cheaper prices. Other things, you've maybe got people who have stuff that is just harder to acquire, but not the sort of thing they sell in Hightown. And then there is the underground Dark Town, which is where you can get more specialist goods, shall we say, things that are perhaps less than legal, and also just a few people who are, a lot of them will have been people who have, for whatever reason, wound up being without shelter, or needing the space in Darktown. Also, a lot of people who came up as refugees during the 5th Blight, and have just stayed here. So it is 10 years after the Blight, but obviously there's still very much the effects being felt. And also some nefarious people as well. So Hightown, Lowtown, Darktown. Where do you think you'd be going for your tchotchkes?
Probably a mix. I don't think I'm going
Okay.
to find a dog plushie in Lowtown or
You
Darktown.
might.
Maybe we might
Maybe.
find one,
Yeah.
but just kind of going. I think she would like start in Darktown to see if she can find any of the specialized stuff, then go up, and then if things get too dangerous, she can like opt out of Hightown, because usually she can find what she needs. But Hightown's just fun to go around because it's fun for her. She wears her nice outfits and gets
Mhm.
to wear her fancy dresses.
And once you've already
Uh,
got bags full of shopping, it looks like you are definitely there for the purpose of shopping. So, yeah. Very good. Okay. So as an itinerary, what all are you trying to purchase?
I think for tchotchkes, I want to find a little plushy dog, like from what I'm sure that the dog idea is something that Theowen has shared at certain times, or
Mm,
and whatever is described as close as I can find to just like a little thing that
yeah.
I can give Theowen if there's
Yep.
a hard time.
I would say Lowtown, you could definitely get that. I would, maybe it looks like the plushie itself is small, even if the breed is technically not a small dog, but it's a little, like, closest breed you can judge with this cuddly toy is like a spaniel, like a Springer Spaniel with like the floppy fuzzy ears. So they've got like quite soft fabric for the ears, that it's slightly different fabric to the rest of the dog. It's normally that is geared towards children, because a lot of children learn through the sensory of play, like touch with toys, and so that soft fabric of the ears would be good for them. But also, it's just good comfort to have as a cuddly toy in your bed, So you can acquire one of those.
I want to find for Floor, if I can find some weird esoteric scroll, or some sort of magic-y thing that I don't understand, but I know that Floor will understand it and love it. Something like that.
I would like you to roll for me perception. We'll call it investigation, but I am happy for you to barter if you have another focus you would like to apply to this instead. If you don't have investigation, you're just rolling perception.
Awesome. I'll just roll perception because I do not have
Okay.
anything like that.
Oh, 17. That's a really good number. Yes, you find it is a book that is transcriptions from scrolls. It's not the scrolls themselves, but it's transcriptions of things that were found in a stash in an old Tevinter location somewhere in the Free Marches, because this whole area used to be part of the Imperium, and they took the stash and basically translated them out and created these books. It's not like it's something that was in wide print. Just judging by the front of the book, it's not like this is something that people published and were sold everywhere. There's maybe just a small batch of these that were made, so it seems like quite a rare find. And while you're not sure if the magic contained within is necessarily something that Flora does themselves, it's definitely, hopefully, right up their street for something to read. Mm-hmm.
And for Genevieve, I want to find like a nice comb or something pretty for like her hair, because she always has like the wonderful styles. I want to find something like that, and I want to find a really like nice tasting tea for Maddie for the trip.
Yeah, I think you can definitely get a nice, there's a set that you'd be able to buy that's not too out of budget, that is a comb with like a mother of pearl inlay down the side of it, and then a small hand mirror that has the same design, same inlay. So you're able to purchase that as a little set. They come in a little like carry case. So somebody probably used this when they were traveling. So you are able to acquire that for Genevieve. And then for Maddie, you can see that there's somebody who sells it's teas and also things for steeping for like chai and coffees, and it's one of those kind of stalls where it's small batch, homemade by a family. You can see that there's a teenage daughter there that is selling them, and she recommends to you there's this little wooden box that within it has samples for a few different teas. So there's like a spiced orange one. There's probably, I imagine, one of the mint varieties would be in there as well. And then what would the third one be? Maybe some elderflower and like blackcurrant. That'd be a really nice one too. So it's a little assortment of teas on offer that you're able to buy. And you think, you know what, this will be a nice little case because it's got some samples to see if what Maddie's into. And you're able to get your comforting gifts for everybody. Mm-hmm. Do you get anything for yourself?
I think that Aviana would keep an eye out for a book of some sort, like some, but I don't know if that's. Aviana forgets about herself a lot. She's focused on other people. So
classic caregiver behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full force. Yeah. If it's like one of those that if it's in sight, she'll be like, oh, that's really cool, I'll let myself have that. Yeah. But if it's just like, I've got things to do.
Yeah. Because we love a bit of reading material, maybe you pass by a stall that you frequent quite a lot yourself that sells books. It's one of these, it's very much a, pre-loved book stall where you can bring the books that you have read or that you have found or acquired by whatever means, that you can sell to them, and then they will then sell to other people. So you're able to go and peruse. What kind of thing do you think Aviana tends to read?
She is like, there are two polar sides. It is either the like whimsical, like fairy tale-esque stories, or it's the cheesy romance novels.
Amazing.
That like the Barrick written romance novels.
Yeah.
He definitely hides, but he does read them.
Well, there is an assortment of things. I would say, as an interesting nod to a couple of things that people wanted, there's perhaps a new. I'm inserting some things into this world because I'm allowed, because it's my story. It's a new Randy Dowager. And those who know the deep lore know that often penned by Brother Genetivi. He is the Randy Dowager. So you can see that there is a new one that you perhaps have not seen before. It is perhaps a little more, the fluttering of scarves and the wafting of the face, Randy Dowager books, because they are a little on the risque side, but there is that as an option. You know that there's maybe a couple members of your group, whether it's part of the chains like this group or just the guild itself, that have it's like a book club, but for Randy Dowager books.
I will definitely get one of those for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Whilst out doing the shopping, Flora, aside from just accompanying and carrying and giving a list, is there anything that you think Flora would pick up whilst out here, or be doing while you're out here?
I think they are probably on the lookout for like more simple spell ingredients that they won't be able to get like outside of the city, like bone dust and stuff that's a little harder to come by naturally. Maybe like some things, knowing how Templars are, like something they can either like store magically or be able to like get under, like out like sneak under Templars if they get into like a sticky situation.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Can you also roll me an investigation roll? It lives within the perception skill, but if you don't have it, you can just roll perception. If there's another focus that you have that you would like to barter with me, you'd prefer to use, I'm open to suggestions. Otherwise, it is a perception investigation roll.
If it's specifically magic items, could I roll arcane lore?
You know what? Sure. Technically, we're not here doing the lore, we're doing the finding of the items. However, I am a lean on the side of the players kind of gal. So, yeah, go for it. Why not? Maybe you're just, you can see that there's things on offer, but you happen to know that there's extra uses for those things that perhaps is not known to many people. And with the 17 and the 6 points done, heck yeah, yeah. It is when you are in Darktown specifically, there are ingredients there, and there's a person who you know that Reagan will frequent for the ingredients needed for poisons. In fact, you may pass Reagan, who is buying supplies for making concentrated crow poison. He'll give a little nod of the head to you as you pass by. And you can see that there's a few ingredients there. With the roll that you've got, I'll even allow you to get a good price for something that you know is difficult to come by a lot of the times, and it seems that the seller perhaps doesn't know that. It is up to you. Would you pay them a fair price for what you think this thing is owed, or would you use the fact that it's being sold for fairly cheap at the moment and get a decent size of it?
That is a thing where I think it depends on the seller and exactly what that item is.
Okay.
Because if this is like some Hightown asshole, like
nope, you're in Darktown right now. So this is an acquirer of the things that you might need. They're probably a little on the slimy side, but not necessarily in a creepy towards UA, just in a,
general.
How did you manage to find these really questionable ingredients? Just by the nature of the work that they're in. But you guys do purchase from this person a lot, I would say, given that there's things that you can get here that would not be getting sold, even in Lowtown. So that's your call. You do have some money behind you as a person, given the life that you've come from. It's not a huge amount, but should you be feeling generous, you're welcome to.
I think what Floor would do is just be like, I'm going to give you 10 silver more than you're asking for. In exchange, if you see any more of these, you hold on to them for me.
Right, you
And I will
are.
give you 10 silver more in the future.
I can get behind that. That's very, very generous of you, of course.
Good business.
And he will package up the goods. Seems quite happy by the generosity, and also providing you more will bring more business for him. So he is quite happy with that deal. Absolutely. You probably got various things that are herbs. There's maybe some like a root of a plant that can be used for poison, can be used for other things. Occasionally this man will carry small amounts, not like, you know, industrial amounts, but small amounts of things like lyrium, which was often what you would need for creating potions for the sort of thing you're talking about, which is trying to resist Templar effects, of which I don't know if there is anything that officially around, but I'm happy to do my own little bit of research and come up with something for you, as well as animal byproducts, shall we say, for certain things, particularly wyvern and dragonling ingredients, given how enriched in magic those creatures are. So you're able to acquire a few things while you guys were out and about down there, and head back at your leisure to regroup. As we head back up, Genevieve, you have gone on a walk with Griffin. Do you call him Griffin or do you call him Ryan?
Or do you have a third secret nickname?
No, you know.
I would probably call him Ryan if we're alone. If we're with other people, I would call him Griffin.
Yeah. Okay. So you, as we kind of pan away, and just to describe to the audience, he's perhaps like 5'10", 5'11", fairly average as humans go. Brown hair, brown eyes, has the complexion of someone who is probably more Ferelden. He's a Kirkwall native, but definitely has, you know, the vibes of a Ferelden. And has his hair pulled back in one of those little like top knot things with an undershave. Big scar down across his face. And he's wearing fairly casual clothing. He likes to favor grays and blues. And most of you know why, because he is unashamedly a bit of a fanboy for the Grey Wardens. You would know, as most people do, the basic facts about him, which is when he was a younger man, he very much wanted to enlist and join up, but has not gone through with that yet, and for the time being seems to just be working with the choir at the moment. Whether his plans have changed or not remains to be seen, and you know, through conversation you could explore that, but you know the basics, like I say, that everyone does, that he always wanted to. But he will go in a little bit of a wander.
And are we close enough that I would take his arm, kind of thing, or would that?
You can.
Okay, so I'll just take his arm.
He's not going to object.
Ryan, what's going on?
Oh,
like before I just call him Ryan. There's no one around, right? Before I just call him Ryan. So...
Yeah, no, there's not. You guys are on your own. You
can
kind of go on a little wander. There's probably a section, if you go out of this home base, you can go up a set of stairs which would lead to a side street that leads to other buildings. But you can walk around like it's like the upper floors on the outside. Not quite up to your roof, but
yeah. And then
much like lots of Kirkwall, it's kind of built into high spaces, you know.
Yeah. And I think you kind of see the messing with people smile go away. Just what's going on, Ryan? Are you all right?
I'm good. I'm good. I just well, I very genuinely did want to nerd out a little. But
tell me.
Well, I can, and I just wanted to know how you were doing, and if you guys are planning and being careful about the job you've taken.
Oh, well, always. Because I do like to mess with people a lot, but jobs are
Yeah.
serious, and I don't actually want to die. So, just we'll be
Yeah.
okay. I just need them to, they're young. Even if they're not, they're not physically young, they're emotionally young. So get them, experience with the world so that they don't worry me when they leave.
Well, they have the benefit of the experience that you have with the world.
Right. Let's hope they don't have to do that. That's a little. I don't wish that on anyone.
Mm.
But they're all very sweet, and we all have our own worries. I haven't turned anything of a meal, and I worry.
Mm.
Fralden has never been a nice place to mages.
There's not many places in the world that are nice to mages.
It's true, and we're not mages, but we go up around it. So I wish I had more. But yeah, otherwise, I think, with Javiana, she will plan everything. I will get all the things that, the stickier things in place. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a well-balanced group, but it's obviously a concern bringing lots of mages into a Templar stronghold.
I honestly think we can do it without being too visible, but I am worried. So I actually was going to ask somebody whether it was you or, see if we can have a bigger force maybe distract, so we can kind of just sneak around the back. But I don't know, maybe both.
I'm
Was the
sure
plan
a few
anyway.
people. Yeah. I know that others will get on board. It sounds like this is important.
I
And
mean, I do plan to have a little bit of fun during it, but yes, it is
well,
important.
you're going to Wycombe though. Like it's okay. So I've never been, and I'm just. I mean, I would want to go on a job with you guys anyway, if it entailed keeping you safe.
See, you're always so sweet.
I try.
I don't have
But
to try anyway. Keep going.
well, it's quite a raucous place. But the reason I'm interested in it is how much do you know about the Fourth Blight?
The first plate, admittedly, not as much as you. What about it?
No, it's there's probably reading material in this library. If not, I could get. If you're interested, if you're interested, I could.
You know that I love stories. I hate sitting down and having to read them. Cause now I like Brother in the TV, right? He gets to the point most of the time. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't need 2 pages about the trees in the area. I assume there are trees. It's a forest. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I that's fair. That's a legitimate concern about certain types of books, I can nope.
What?
No, well, I was gonna. I mean, I can sum up the story for you and just tell you the story someday.
Oh,
Not right now.
course.
It would take too long. But
Okay.
if you ever want me to,
Well, we are about to go on a journey, maybe, potentially, if you want to go. Because I'm going, but yeah.
Okay. Yep. Well, so there was a pair of siblings, right? These elven siblings who were there were a lot of people who were heroes during this blight, but
right.
They
I assumed it was more than just 2 siblings trying to fight the blight. A little bit much.
Some stories will paint it out to be just there's the hero and that's the only one anyone ever remembers.
This is the other part of the story, see, because it's always told from a perspective where you're like, did you What
Yeah.
colorful flourishes did you put on there that didn't actually happen? Anyway, I'm so sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. So they were out fighting this fourth blight, which was further north than the Ferelden one. And Wycombe. So people of Wycombe were going to be getting attacked. The whole city was going to be getting attacked. And so they flew the members of the city out on like Aravels, like the Dalish Aravels, and they actually like with magic made them fly, and then the griffins were pulled. Oh my god, the griffins like pulling. Can you
I should have
imagine?
known it was about griffins. Okay, I
No,
I don't know how
okay.
enough my memory. No, it's good. Keep going. I only mean that I know that you really love griffins, and trust me, they're well, they were fantastic creatures. But anyway, I'm so sorry. Keep going.
It's fine. Anyway, the magic was really cool, and I like stories, and it's one of the things that I like about the Grey Wardens, that they never judged or felt they had to control their mages, or that they were somehow a bad thing. They were the heroes of the story,
Yeah. But I think we both know that you can use anything for good, bad.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective and intent.
Yeah. Like anything, really. But that was really cool. That blight was rough, though, because I heard that you liked nugs. This turn,
You're about to ruin nugs for me.
no, it's a
to
content
describe
warning because
something
people
terrible?
here were being mean to nugs.
Oh, okay. God.
Content
Sorry.
warning, I guess.
So
But they declared them to be vermin, and that they were carriers of the blight, and that they were all to be
such
exterminated.
ignorance. They're so cute. How could something so cute be carrying something so terrible?
Yep.
Insane.
It's, I mean, the people of Kirkwall, leaders here, have not always been known for their super sensible decisions, having had to live here my whole
Very
life
good
and
point.
experience
So sorry. Yes. Yeah.
everything that went on here.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But it was the Battle of Squealing Plains, what they called it.
Like,
Those poor
I
nugs.
don't need the name of it. Who calls it that? I just call it horrible. The battle
Horrible.
of awful.
Yeah, really poor decisions.
Really terrible. And if any of their children survived, never mind. That's terrible.
They should rise up and overthrow the leadership of Kirkwall.
No, I was going to go after the children because they killed a bunch of nugs.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant the children of
It's
the
a
nugs.
revenge story.
Yeah, no.
Chain of revenge.
Yeah, fuck them kids. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, not they should be attacking kids. I thought you meant like the next generation of nugs should rise up and
Also, do you think we could do that? We could have a whole army of nugs.
I don't know how easy they are to
I've
train,
heard about the battle nugs, but they're huge. I've never seen one, but I totally want to ride one. Imagine.
Yep, I am. Yeah, I've never seen one either. Maybe they have a diagram of one that you could kind of. I mean, is it just like a normal nug but really big?
Yeah, and it has huge horns and it rams people, and then you can be mounted on it and shoot bows from it. It'd be great.
That sounds really majestic. Like, who needs griffins and you've got giant battle nugs,
I mean, it could be cool if you had boats, because then one could fly and like swoop in. Because swooping is good. They don't know you're coming.
Swooping is good. You're right.
I
don't know who would think swooping is bad.
They're idiots. Total idiots.
Absolutely.
And so have the battle nugs on the ground and like, and then they would like stomp and stampede. And then you have the griffins come in and swoop from above with their claws and their giant beaks and rip into things. It would be great.
Yeah.
So you get me.
I do. That sounds really awesome. I know you might have things that you need to do today, but I have a place I can show you if you want. And he is going to take you just outside of the city where you are, is positioned that you can get to one of the outer edges, and takes you to where he knows that there are some nugs, just so that you can go and see some nugs.
They're so sweet.
Yep. And on that super adorable note, correct me if I'm wrong, producer, but I believe we are pretty much ready for having a little break, everybody. we are going to take a 10-minute break to stretch leggies and hydrate and get snacks if we need it and go bio. I would recommend you, the audience, also do the same, but please do come back after those 10 minutes so that you can see more planning and cuteness and dating sims, apparently. See you in 10, everyone. everybody. How you doing? We have all
Back.
had our little break, and we are stretched and hydrated and had some good chit chat and some laughs. I hope you are well rested too. We're ready to get back at it with our All Templars, our Bastards game, and our session 2 on Blackened Wings. As we pull back into the game, there was a walk being had by Genevieve with Griffin, who had a little bit of a conversation, the pair of them, and then he took her to see Nugs because, you know, he has a little bit of his, a little bit. Figured you'd like that. We also had 2 members of the group who went off on a little bit of a shopping escapade in the various levels of Kirkwall. Items were purchased, including some nice little knickknacks for everybody. And Theowin did a bit of archery, had a conversation about why introduce more competition into your life, and threatened to shoot Griffin with an arrow because he snuck up on you, and then walked away out of social anxiety. We'll call it that.
It's not that. It's that she had to poop and she didn't want to tell anyone.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, you're like, I just have a thing I need to go and do. Yeah, listen, we've all been there. Relatable queen. So you are able to pull back together as a group. I would imagine this is lunchtime. It is up to you if you are the sort who would go to the mess hall to have lunch here with whoever else is kicking about in the building, or whether you're the sort that like to go out for your lunch. Perhaps there is a corner, a room that is just designated as yours, kind of like in school where people go for their lunches, and it's like this part of this corridor though is like our hangout, so this is where we go when we're having lunch. It is up to you how you guys approach that as a group, but you are able to pull back together to perhaps update each other a little bit, perhaps actually talk about the job.
Yeah, I think Genevieve would try to just corral us for all a moment, to corroborate, make sure we're at least on some similar same page, but usually would probably just, you know, go faff about wherever she wanted. So just, you know, look at everybody. Okay, Chains of Revenge. I have some plans that I think will help us. Griffin has been lovely enough to, you know, volunteer his services, which I think would be good. Quite frankly, I was going to ask him or maybe a couple other people, or make sure the, you know, organization sends like, you know, a whole army to the front while we sneak in the back. But anyway, I think Griffin should come with us. And then I have poisons. And I have plans. It's going to be fun.
Do you have a map?
No, that's Afiana. You know she has that stuff.
I did get a map. You did label them, right? There's specific labels so we don't mix things up.
They had labels.
Okay, good.
I think she'll like sneak like her bag open a little bit, like, "We'll be fine." See, that's why you're here. You can make sure before I like, you know, put the arrow on it that, you know. Plus, it's still at the enemy. What? They'll be fine. She's very careful. But yeah, so I'm thinking that number one, I probably need to go talk with Shona to make sure it's okay if Griffin comes with us. I don't think he's on any other job. But do we have a ship? I can try to help with that. I know some of the captains at the harbor.
I did leave ship open for you. The last time I did get a little swindled, so figured it would be better to have someone that knows a little bit more on that
We
front.
did get him back, which was very fun. But yes, let's avoid that altogether. I got you. Okay, so I assume then that no one has yelled. We're all okay with going. But no screams or cries yet, or you know.
I mean, it doesn't matter if we're okay or not. We still have to do it.
Oh, darling, you have agency in everything you do. don't like this. We have to do
I'm
things.
not.
That's
I'm not
bullshit.
saying that there's no agency. Why do people misconstrue like everything I say?
You clearly
into
just said
weird
that you don't have a
metaphors?
choice.
Right, like emotionally, there's no choice. Like, because we need this stuff.
To be very fair, we are the best people for this job.
I agree.
Are
I mean,
we?
always has choices. Spira, you always have choices. What does we know?
Okay.
You can stay at any
So
time,
do you-
Theowen. I'm sure Craig would enjoy your company.
Well, Craig has to come with us, so it's fine.
He has to?
Yeah,
For what?
he has. That's none of your business.
Oh, it will be.
It's not your business.
I know everything that happens to our group. How do you think we're all successful? Talking to other idiots. I mean, people.
So, we have a ship. We have a map.
Well, I don't have a ship yet.
Okay, we're gonna get a ship, but we have a map. Is it the map of the stronghold, like with all the intricacies and the servants' quarters, and to get is
Mostly a map to get to the right place. I am hoping to meet with Hari and get a few more supplies going after.
We can get schematics later, probably closer to Wycombe.
You know,
there,
and that's
there's
actually a
probably
good
blueprints
question.
at the library.
And I know that Glyphonuli is interested in Wycombe, so he might know some, secret things that are only in books that don't, one idiot wrote down somewhere. But we might have some plans or some options. Sorry, options.
Who all do we need to bring?
I mean, I'm bringing muscle, so, but targets. But
That's the nickname that she has for muscle.
sorry, targets. Muscly targets. Anyway, so we have some options there, so we don't have to get up close if we don't want to. And if shit goes wrong. So, who else do we need?
Assassins might be good. Just
One
one of our strengths.
This is true. Ascon is a rogue and a scout. Actually, he's assassinated people before, but he might not be the best. Did you have someone in mind?
I think at that point, like, she kind of blushes. No. Not for this
I roll
job.
a
This is too
perception
dangerous.
check.
Yes.
Yeah, can I roll that empathy check, please?
Yes.
Yeah, is that an empathy check?
Anyone that wants to do perception empathy can, and then Aviana, if you could roll me a communication, I guess it's deception because you're trying to hide your true intentions. You're on a 13. Good luck.
We both rolled 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, she rolled like
Yeah. Okay.
she blushes so easily. I can't understand this. Is it hot?
Yeah. Theowen, are you likely to be reading into this, or you're just taking her word?
I don't think anyone cares.
Yep. Aviana, you guys are like
Anyone's gonna mind her business because she just pulled the same thing earlier, like 3 seconds ago. It's like it's none of your business.
Yeah, you sure did.
So I'm gonna mind my business. Yeah.
Mind your P's and Q's. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hard to read. Very hard to read. Yeah. 19 with a 4-point stunt. You barely even notice the blush, to be honest with you.
Mm.
This is a high stakes job, Clearly just caring about being professional.
Well, it's just very dangerous, and I just want to make sure that
we are more dangerous.
yes, and that people are understanding of the risks that they are taking should they do the job.
Eventually, has to fight down, just going certain death. Got it.
She kind of is just going to then go down a list of like different options, and
Mhm.
I will say for those paying attention, she will skip over Reagan. She will not mention the name, but usually she will talk about Reagan as first on the list. That is not on the list.
Okay. So the why you're not sure about, but I would say that you're able to at
Who?
least know that when going through options within your organization, Reagan is not mentioned.
I think Genevieve is such a poop. I think she'd just be like, oh, that's right. I do need to go talk to Lagan again about the potion I commissioned. So we'll definitely have to make sure we talk to him first.
I guess
You know,
we could.
Lagan.
Such an Orlesian, man.
He is very useful.
Mhm.
Yes, that would be good, I guess.
He's
She
very
will just
smart.
Assassin and poison expert, you know.
we do use poison, so that would be a option. And poisoners usually stay in camp, so that should be fine.
Assassins do all the time too, as well. I'm sure.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. But truly, I actually really want that poison. I really hope you actually got it. I think
It
it'll be very
seems to
fun.
be stocking up in the market, so.
Excellent. So actually, here's my plan. So I got, well, hopefully he is going to do that. So I have gotten death root extract, as you all know, because you're very smart, hallucinations against them, not us. Because I look poorly at them and not us. It's going to be fine. So we're going to do that to the enemy so then they freak the fuck out. And then they're going to be scared all the time. And then if we get the special commission from Reagan, they won't be able to move. So they'll be like, oh no, I'm going to die. Everything is bad. What is this demon? And then we can use this so they can't move. And then we jump on them and they're dead.
Horrifying, but effective.
Right?
Might need to
think it'll be
fine
fun.
tune that plan just a little bit.
Well, I mean, you know, you start with the bare bones and you gotta be flexible in case shit goes wrong. As it usually does.
Flawless. Honestly, immaculate. We love it.
Genius.
I have no notes.
I mean, I have a lot of notes, but I don't think you're going to listen to them.
Probably not. I'm kidding. When the job actually comes and we're being serious, absolutely. But at least some flair would not be bad, just saying. Because if they're all screaming and panicking and it's really funny, I think we actually need some, like, you know, really good memories on every trip. So imagining them panicking and, you know, oh no, demons, it's very funny to watch.
Oh, what if it's like we took some paint with us and we like painted on the wall so and so was here. Like on
I
the
am
wall. So
so down for this.
when they wake up, they'll be like, oh no, not
No.
them again.
This is perfect. So we do that, and
Yeah.
then they have the scary dreams. We knock them out. Okay, we won't kill them.
Yeah.
But we also paint their hands with their paint, so they think they did it.
It's all over them, right? It's true. And we put yeah.
Perfection.
like,
I love it.
No, yeah, there we go.
And then maybe on the mouth, so they think they ate it.
Yeah. Is this plan for the entire Templar stronghold membership, or is this like a core group that are just guarding the lyrium?
Every single one that we can do.
Every
We
single
could
one.
get all of them, so they all have a mass panic. Would be even better. But that might be shooting for the stars. So we'll, leave that for a different time.
Good ideas all around, though. I will add paint to the list. Did not expect that one.
You're always
We'll
so
workshop it later.
supportive, and I love it. Thank you. You always go
It should definitely be red paint. It's always scarier when it's red paint.
or green. What if it was like that really creepy green from sewers and it's really gross and you don't want to touch it? Yeah. This is important details, ladies.
No ideas are bad ideas. You know, we're
red and green paint. You know, here's the thing.
And that way, if they're colorblind, they'd be very confused.
Red and green paint. But here's the thing: if it's red and green paint and it accidentally mixes together, then it's just brown and it looks like they just smeared shit all
Even
over
worse,
themselves.
we can make them sit in it.
We just put it all over their pants.
Wait. Oh my god, is there any like herbs that just smell terrible? They're not going to poison you, but they just smell really bad.
Onions.
Oh,
That sounds
no,
like a
that's not
question
distinct,
for
though.
Reagan, honestly.
Oh, I should ask him when I go get the poisons. What smells like shit, but not onions?
Genevieve, you
Bless
could
you.
probably just get something to make them defecate themselves.
I don't want them to
That's
actually shit
disgusting.
themselves, because then we have to smell that.
But like in
and I
heavy
think
plate armor, that would just be awful.
Plus, washing it out would be terrible. We don't. Well, okay. Now, actually, that's a good point. Do we want to make them truly suffer so that they lost their lyrium, they lost their minds, and they poop their pants? I'm not sure. That's pretty bad.
at that point,
Full on
they would
laughing.
have lost. I think they would have lost their will to live. Honestly,
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Maybe it's just like
Yeah.
they have to sit there,
If
like,
all of
if
that
you have
happened to
kids, you
me
gotta be like,
in-
is this shit
yeah.
or is it chocolate?
Yeah.
Maybe we just do
There's some
that too.
Chocolate?
refining to happen. We need to maybe Coco Chanel the idea and take a few things off before you go out the door. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
Some of the
way
plants
too
are
much.
color coded as.
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Please add natural laxatives to the list.
Yeah.
Genevieve, you're just
I'm-
in charge of internal distractions at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Um,
okay with this.
You will all become aware of the clearing of throat as a particularly tall, very nearly 7 foot, but has a more slender build than bulky as Kunari go. Asteranda, who is second in command to Shona, and again, not sure at what point in the conversation that she came into this, but like we'll reach a point where like the clearing of throat becomes necessary to just kind of pin in things.
Sorry, it's the
Hi
giggles.
everyone. Yeah. If you're done with your lunch and brainstorming, Shona wants to see you all.
Masterful plans of evil? Absolutely.
Sure. That's
I'm
what
glad
that is.
nobody's stomach got upset while we were talking about pooping.
Hassan, I will make you laugh one of these days.
I look forward to that day.
I can tell you are immensely waiting for it.
Bated breath.
We'll go.
Yeah. Awesome. I don't want to hurry you if you're finishing something off, but I'm passing on the message. So
Yes, thank you. And
we're
just-
shopping things, I'm assuming, not quite refined idea yet.
we are still in that phase, but we will figure it out.
Yeah.
You must be specific.
Uh-huh. Well,
On our way.
yep. Good. Okay. I will see you later. And she will clear her throat. And you get the impression, those of you who have known Asarena long enough, which is quite a number of you if you've been here for since the group's inception, can sometimes come across as like maybe a little brash or abrupt or uninterested, but when you get to know her long enough, you just know that it is a particular flavor of social anxiety. And not necessarily having a high charisma score, let's call it that.
I think Genevieve,
No
just
riz.
randomly at any point, I think she would try to like not actively go spy on her, just be like, is she laughing yet? Just if the opportunity arises.
There are occasionally things that she will sit and read, and then when she's reading, might smile. And you don't often see the smiles either.
Okay.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
we will make our way to go talk with Shona. If we are done, is there anything that we want to make sure we have done? Chains of revenge? Like anything you need from me? Each other?
What was the
I
question?
can tell by your silence that we are perfectly ready.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
sorry. No, I miss Addie. Val missed the question.
No, she was asking, does anyone need like, are there particular skills of the group that we need to go take advantage of?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we
Anything
have
you need-
everything that we want?
Yeah.
We should probably talk to Shona first and see what the details of this actually are before we start digging in for information.
Sounds good. So yes, we will go chat with
That's
Shauna. Shauna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are able to kind of wrap up. Some of you still with ideas brimming in your head, others perhaps glad that the conversation has now taken a turn. You're able to head to the room that you were in just, the day before when you were in here speaking with Shona. She is still in here. She's leaning back on her seat with her feet up on her own desk, having loaded up a pipe and is currently like smoking, whilst looking over a piece of paper. And you can see on the balancing on one of her feet, I imagine, because it's a convenient little perch for them, raven, one of those wild-looking ravens from the Dragon Age universe with slightly spiky beaks and the red in the feathers. It will look over at you guys as you come in and it'll caw. Doesn't look like it's necessarily one of yours. You know that your ravens maybe have a certain marker on their legs to let you know that it's one of their ravens, but it seems that a message has come in. On blackened wings, one might say. So you're able to come in. You're able to sit down if you want. You know that she's not, although she's technically boss of this place, she has a laid back attitude to many things. And you don't have to be quite so formal when you're in here with her. She will finish reading the line that she was and pop it down, take another couple puffs of her pipe. Hi, everyone. Come in.
Hello.
Pull up a seat.
So I think we are in agreement at least that we will be doing it. However, I think we need to, find the details, figure them out.
This is
So,
sensible.
do you want to hear the nonsensical plans?
I have a few things I need to add to what I described to you yesterday. Yeah, some information has just come in. Sit.
Yeah.
So kind of,
Genevieve is sitting down.
part of you all in. We'll take her legs down so that she can sit up a bit more. Look a little less casual. So we are all in agreement then that you're going to go and do this job? All right. There is obviously a particular type of strategy is going to have to be implemented with yourselves, given how many of you are magically inclined and the people you're going in to fight against are trained to work against you. Something to consider in how you organize this strategy. I pulled you in not only because I did say we would check in to see if you were keen on actually doing this, but I have since learned a little bit of information that I think it's important that you all know. I had a message from an old friend of mine, let's call it. They are helping a group of mages, quite a sizable camp they're forming, just on the outskirts of Starkhaven, to the south in the woods. And they say that most of the people they have there are scared. They are not the fighting type. They're just not sure what to do with themselves at the moment. They're trying to get word out for other mages who are surviving the aftermath of everything that is going on right now in this local area to perhaps go and band together. I think they're waiting to hear if there's going to be any kind of official formal word about what the mages are going to do. I don't think anybody is in agreement with how things are being run, but that's par for the course with these organizations, isn't it? Anyway, given the size of the group and what they're trying to do, I would like, after you have acquired this lyrium stash, to deliver it to this camp, if you will. And that's the first part of this job that I need you to do. How does that sound? Do you fancy a little trip to Starkhaven?
Okay.
As much as
Absolutely.
I do anywhere.
It's it does up the stakes of what you're doing quite a bit. It requires more traveling. It requires traveling with a sizable amount of lyrium, especially after you have just broken into a Templar stronghold. But it's all right. They're not attached to Chantry anymore, so who's going to give you into trouble? I'm sure it'll be fine. But this feels like an important cause. It sounds like the kind of work that we signed up to do, where we help those who genuinely need help. We do good in the world that needs done, even if it isn't legal. It's our MO, right? And it's what you all signed up for, yes?
It's my favorite part, to be honest.
Okay.
Whatever we can do.
Yeah.
Oh, right, helping people. Best
Now,
part.
traveling over land with precious cargo is a more dangerous journey than simply getting to Wycombe, and the original mages I had word from, the ones that this job was originally going to be for, they are in Wycombe, but if this camp is what I think it is, I would like for you to escort them there while you are traveling. Now, there's an option. Some of you may be able to roll into this ruse, but one of them was of a noble household of Starkhaven, and so we could supply things that you need to make it look like you're an official caravan escorting nobility. And that can be the story that you're selling. I know some of you might be good at that, others maybe less so, but you can just be silent and look a little intimidating. I'm sure you could try. But it's an option. And perhaps, although it's not easy and it can add other types of dangers, perhaps traveling during the night would avoid any roving Templars that are going about. How do we feel?
I mean,
we're
I'm
good.
all for lying to people, so
Mhm.
especially the little Starkhaven nobles. It'll be fine.
I at least am familiar somewhat, so know how the customs work. We'll figure it out.
You can always pose as one of the nobles as well.
This is true. Javier, you'd be so pretty, with the hair up and everything and nice clothes.
It's been a long time. Welcome change.
You got this. And who knows, you might have fun with it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the mages there will be able to acquire the necessary means of traveling to make it appear as if you are people of means, horses, carriage, that sort of thing, and make it look all fancy. I don't know, no bullshit. Like, I'm not the person to ask about that, but we can acquire stuff for you. No bother. But I trust that, Aviana, you understand this better than I.
Completely. It can depend travel-wise. Some nobles want to flaunt what they have, and then they end up getting ransacked, while others tend to try and fly under the radar, but as soon as they walk out, well, they're caught. So there's ways we can go about it.
Do Starkhaven nobles carry tiny dogs in their purses?
Oh, undoubtedly. Don't all nobles? I don't know.
I mean, well, it depends whether they're a Mabari family or not. Some people are very, very attached to Mabaris, and then
But Mabaris aren't tiny dogs. You can't put those in purses.
I'm sure they're tiny at one point. No, I'm not going to say when they're later, but
If you need us to request one, we can.
No, I don't need you to do anything
her...
for me. I was just asking because it was on my brain. I was just
and I
thinking about
promised her I
details
would
for your
steal
costume.
a small little dog, and we'll get her one. I promise.
I
Already.
can't pretend to be a Starkhaven noble. First of all, I don't have that accent. Second of all, if I'm going to pose as anyone, it's going to be a servant.
Yep.
Oh, but you could carry the dog. See, nobles don't have to carry anything themselves.
I
That's why they
don't
have
think we
people
should put
around.
an innocent tiny dog into harm's way.
Okay, little dogs like that are never innocent. Number one. But number two.
They're really mean. Oh my god, like way worse than big dogs. Oh my gosh.
And you give them
people
like
don't
little
treat them
treats to
like
eat, and then they
dogs.
bite your finger. You don't
like
put the finger-
vibrating with anger, you know?
And all you
It
could like
sounds
say
like
hi.
y'all have just treated dogs very badly. If you treat
No,
any dog,
I
That's what I
would
mean.
not have handled this dog, but I saw someone and I was posing as someone, speaking with this lady, and she just had this dog that I couldn't tell if it was nerves or if just sheer fury, but it was just vibrating and like snarling, and it couldn't breathe properly. It was kind of terrifying. I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
it was a fairy. I think that's what they're going on. They don't actually have blood. They just have anger.
I mean, some humans are like that, the smaller they get, the angrier they get,
I imagine
So-
it was like a tiny Shih Tzu with like the squished in
Yes.
nose, like
Yeah.
it couldn't
And that's the thing,
breathe.
it was very pretty and like well taken care of, I'm sure, and like brushing and a little buzz. But anyway, we'll digress. I
They're
promise
usually
stay
very
away a dog.
protective, honestly.
Telling me from dog.
So I'm going to keep my eyes out for a dog, but that's not the main mission. Okay.
If you want to be a noble with a tiny dog, you will be a noble with a tiny dog, Theowin.
See,
Absolutely.
Flora understands.
I
totally.
wasn't asking for myself. I was trying to figure out Ayana's disguise.
You are
I
the
have
servant that carries the
clothing.
dog.
Hmm. Well, clearly you guys have a lot that you need to plan.
Clearly.
And Acquire, can I please recommend that you swing by Harry? He is obviously first protocol when you were trying to acquire things, and I've let him know that you're going to be going on a mission soon, so he will set up the cache of options for you to take with you.
And actually, I have a question as far as organization.
Yes.
Do we have, brute force to cause distractions if we need to? Are they all busy and, doing brute force muscle things?
Well, some people have perhaps little personal things that they're doing, but right now, who do you need? This is a pretty big job that's come in. I would like to see it done properly, and bringing people along as a backup just in case some people get their abilities neutralized is not an unsensible option. Who do you
Right.
need to take with you?
So as far as in the group with us, small caravan and going about and sneaking about, I was thinking Griffin could come with us, be target, shooting, fighting, of course, and all that nonsense. Anyway,
He's like,
and then
I don't mind that, he's kind of like, just for the dog analogy, he's like a working dog. If you keep him inside too long, he just gets like really frustrated. So, you need
Right.
to go take him out and exercise
and
him a
then they
little
start
bit.
acting out and destroying furniture. Anyway.
Yeah, he's been talking my ear off, so please run him to get some energy out.
Oh, sounds like him. So definitely Griffin. And then I think we were discussing at least talking to I forgot his name. Reagan.
Reagan.
Yes. Now supplies. Now I'll admit. I was thinking he should come with us just because we'll probably need supplies along the way. And I mean, I'm sure he can do, field work and mix things while we're traveling, but I don't know if he's important here and needs to stay here.
Well, he's always important with the things that he does, but I'll just make sure he finishes any jobs on his to-do list before he goes.
Okay. And then other than that, I'm not entirely sure who we thought we might come.
I was
Yes.
gonna ask Craig because he trained with Templars, so he could have inside information that he could possibly give us, or even pose as someone in there to get us through.
Does he still have the things he wore when he was training? I think he maybe does.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, he's still very much training
Might need a
wheels, but
haircut.
you
It'll be
can give him a
fine.
haircut if you want, but
Because those Templar
Don't
helmets
let
cover
me-
everything, don't they?
You should not put to be around scissors.
okay, maybe don't you give him a haircut. We can get someone else to give him a haircut. Yeah, no, I think it could be good. Just be mindful. Obviously, he's still training, but I'm sure he would benefit from getting to go and feel helpful.
I'll ask him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else? No, going once. Going twice.
We can always figure it out as we go, too.
We're always best when we improvise, I feel.
Oh,
Sure, but knowing
the
who you're
best
bringing
work.
with you on a multiple day long journey is
Mm.
perhaps good to figure out then instead of like in the moment be like, oh, you know who we should have brought.
We can make a list before we leave.
Sure. And you have Genevieve here. You have contacts. Although, do you have any in Wacom? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question. I would think so. Plus, you know, all Asians like to send their little merchants out everywhere. So we can find someone.
They do get everywhere. You're correct.
Hmm.
Well, okay. I can sign off on those three. I will make sure that whatever business they're dealing with right now is done before you head out. So,
Easy.
check with Harry, secure some transport. Obviously, you have my official word. You have the seal if you need to for acquiring jobs. So, pick your ship wisely.
Would do.
Yes. All right. Because I've had people in the past who've picked ship just because they were like, that one looks cool, let's do that. So, man, that person looks really hot, I'd like to go on that ship. And then they live to regret it. And then
Or
once
we
you're
just
on the sea,
mutiny
you know,
and then
there's
take
very
the ship.
little way off. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, we
Good.
mutiny and we'll just say to the ship that they suck. It'll be fine.
Yep.
Overboard. Bye.
The Storm Sea is known for being really swimmable. Okay, goodbye.
I'm sure they will be fine. It will not be death immediately. They have
Yep.
some time to paddle.
I'm just picturing seeing the Waking Sea from the Storm Coast and Inquisition, and you're just like, how? Wow. Like, how?
Bye.
Hi. Yeah, she'll send you off and sort of shift her foot, and the crow will fly again, give y'all a little caw, this little creepy head tilt as you leave. Okay.
Well, everyone kind of heads out. If Genevieve was the last one, she'll turn around just actually, Shona, one quick question for you. Have we heard anything about the fraud and circle at all?
Nothing good. No specifics in terms of people, but it has fallen like the others. I think there are many who have escaped, not just the Ferelden circle, but the others.
Okay.
And many who did not. So, I guess the main thing is going to be wait for you to hear word. He would know to send word for you, right?
If he knew where to send it, yeah, I think so.
Well, if you hear, and she will get out a bit of parchment and write down details along with the name Elodie and a vague description of what Elodie looks like. This is my contact at the camp in Starkhaven.
Gotcha.
She
Starkhaven
is known for, well, her organization specializes in finding apostates, either those who have escaped before they're brought to a circle or people who have done the impossible and managed to escape said circle in the past, and they shelter and ferry them where they need to go. It does not surprise me that she's wrapped herself up into this business here, but
yes,
she may have contacts for people who are doing similar things in Ferelden. In fact, she herself has been in Ferelden before doing this work, so ask her.
I see. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Good luck.
It will be fine.
Mhm.
We have great ideas with laxatives. I'm sure you'll hear a word about it.
Laxative.
Allah.
Oh, the armor. Wow.
And you know you're going to be laughing about it. So don't even pretend.
All right. So as you're heading out, are you guys going to go to Harry first or to the docks? Or
I
are
gotta
you
go get
splitting up?
Craig.
Yeah, you,
Yes.
you do have to go get Craig. You can do that just now. Do you scamper off to get him just now before you guys deal with other things?
Mhm.
If she leaves, and I notice, I'll be like, good luck. Make sure you ask what his plans for life are. You lost the pet.
Oh yeah, she's gonna ask him. All right.
Yeah. You know where he tends to linger. He's actually been out training. So he's wearing loose fitting clothing and is carrying a blunted training sword. And looks a little disheveled as he's coming back into the space where you both stay. And we'll kind of spot you, and you see him like immediately stiffen up back, straightens up a little bit, and
Hello, Craig.
Theywin, hi. Hi.
So you look sweaty.
Yeah, sorry, I was training.
No, you don't have to apologize. I was just making an observation.
Okay, so sweat is not often a good. Is sweat a good thing? I don't think sweat is a good thing.
It's just a matter of fact.
Yep.
It's a neutral statement.
People
Anyway,
get sweaty all the time. Yeah.
yeah. So in romance novels, we call it glistening. I'm sorry. You look glistening.
Yeah, we're all gonna have a Lae'zel moment right now. No, carry on.
Okay, so you heard that there is a mission.
Right. Yes. Well, I've not actually heard any details yet. I was gonna
So
ask.
we're breaking in to a Templar stronghold and stealing their lyrium with paint and laxatives. So I think that you would be an asset on such a journey. And we are also going to Starkhaven, posing as a group of nobles to escort mages with this lyrium afterwards. And being that you are from Starkhaven, I figured you would also be an asset. Would you like to come with us on this journey with all of that in mind?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I can. I will. Yeah, I would like to help you in that. Yep. An asset to. I've not been to that Templar stronghold, but I have been to a Templar stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, we've known each other for a while now. We have been friends.
Yeah.
I would even say best friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Best friends. Yeah. I haven't really
Craig,
had best
what are
friends
you?
before. Sorry,
Yeah,
Kaya.
Craig.
Yep.
Yeah. What are you doing with your life?
What am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
I'm here training with the choir of the silence.
And you're good with that. You're happy with that. That's what you want to do.
Yes, I think we've made the right decision joining here, and I am enjoying the chance to train myself up a bit and get good.
Because you have agency. You don't have to do this if you don't want.
No, I am enjoying it because I feel like when I was told that I was going to the Templars to train, that wasn't really a choice. I didn't have like anything else, but you know what? It was a place to stay, and they had food, and that was kind of that, and that's why I did that. But with here, I feel like we both are able to really help people, and I like that because I feel like I wasn't actually going to be able to help people as a Templar. They tell you that you are
me.
like they like, yeah, I did, yeah, I helped, yeah, I did, yeah.
You help me every day of my life,
and it's an honor to do that.
Oh, thanks. But you're doing this of your own will and agency, and you like doing this, and nobody is forcing this on you. There's no sense of obligation. Like, this is something that you like. I'm not selfishly keeping you here just because I'm here, right? I know.
No, I want
Okay.
to be here. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep. I have agency.
Anyway, I'm glad that I learned that about you.
What are you doing with your life? Are you here because you did you chose to be here though, right? Because I know that it was we
You
both
know,
weren't quite sure what to do with her.
it was here when I needed somewhere to go,
Yeah.
and sometimes I get annoyed because people don't take me seriously here, but you do.
Who's
and
not
that's
taking you
enough.
seriously?
Everybody.
Do I need to speak to people? I can do that.
No.
I would, because it's not very fit. Just because you're young, just because we're both young, I feel like some people make certain assumptions, and it's like, yeah, okay, we're young and we're maybe not that
Yeah.
experienced in a lot of things, but it doesn't mean we don't know what we want.
I think we're doing a pretty good job on our own without people, but it's kind of one of the reasons that I want you to be there. It's because, it'd be really nice to have somebody that just knows me well enough to take my concerns seriously.
I do take your concerns seriously, very much.
Great.
So I like to do what I can to help you with those concerns.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
I have to go to the docks with Genevieve now, and there's a lot of people there. So could you come with me?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Well, I'll get changed and become a little less sweaty, and then we can go.
Yeah, you would glisten.
Glisten.
If you left right now, it would like stick to you, and it would like bounce off of the water and on you, the sunlight. You would blind somebody with all of that moisture.
Chris, I can't tell if this is positive or not, Theo, and I'm having a hard time translating what you're trying to tell me.
I have no idea. This is just what.
Okay, because sometimes what you're saying, it sounds like really positive, but in other ways, it's like, like, is it like an insult that you're just delivering in a nice way?
I would never insult you.
Okay. I don't really want to blind people, but if
No,
glistening is a good thing, then I'm happy to glisten. Okay.
Not for people at the docks. They haven't earned your glistening.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I will go and wash up and get changed, and then you can come get me, and we'll.
I could just wait for you. I don't want to go back by myself. I'll just wait for you.
Okay. I'll just go in. Okay, I'll go in.
Yeah.
I'll go in. Yeah, he'll like go like self-consciously. But you guys have like been around each other, and you probably like in the immediate aftermath after the explosion of the Kirkwall Circle, and like you two just sheltering in place. He's not so bashful that he wouldn't go shirtless in front of you, but still, the cleaning up and the dressing. But he's getting himself sorted.
we were in the trenches together. We know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was only one bed at one point.
There was certainly only one bed at one.
Yeah.
He was very respectful about it. He slept on the floor like a gentleman because he was raised right. Yeah. So he will get himself changed, and you will be able to go and join the team when you are ready. Do we want to, as a collective, go? I imagine we will want to go as a collective, don't hurry, so that we can choose our things. Who would like to spearhead going and speaking to broody-looking hot boy?
I think
for
Genevieve
for the audience, by the way, Harry is as described last week, of Tevinter origin, managed to release himself from that and has that whole like dark-haired, dark circle under the eye, interesting bad boy look. Like if this was actually a dating sim, like some people would definitely choose Craig because he's got like that like fresh young keen-looking guy vibes. Harry is
Golden
the
retriever
opposite.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig is the golden retriever.
Yeah.
Ari is the husky.
No, Harry is like the Rottweiler. No,
Doberman.
he's
Yeah,
a
the
Doberman.
Doberman.
He's absolutely the Doberman. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think Genevieve, once we get there, just like, not to assume, but I think Flor, you know him best. And just a very gentle, nothing hard, just very gentle. Please, if you would.
Yeah, Flor.
You don't have to.
To be fair, I don't think I exactly know him best or am most appreciated by him.
That means you can't, swindle us or try to sway us in any way. Because you're not, clamored by his bullshit.
But he might give us poor shit because of me.
Do you want me to claw daggers at him behind your back?
I can just go ask very nicely, but I thought, like, you were like talking. I wasn't spying. I don't eavesdrop, but if I just so happen to go to the library and see you guys sitting near each other, I'm just saying. Okay, I'll go. I'm gonna go, and she will go and lead the charge to Harry.
Apparently, Jenny is not the only one spying around here.
That's my job. I would be terrible if I didn't know. Come on. What do you say my otherwise?
You're not wrong. Also, I appreciate our video chat to point out the fact that he is not, in fact, the Rottweiler. He's definitely the black cat in amongst all of these dogs. For sure. The kind that is mostly an outdoor cat and will come in and eat and like sometimes will tolerate you petting. Those kind of vibes. But yes, you're able to go to the area where you know that he tends to do his work. It is near where the stores are so that he can acquire stuff for you. He's aware that you are going on a job, so there are some things set out in crates at the moment. And as you approach, he's just gonna like look up at you all and give that sort of like upward head nod of acknowledgement as you enter the room. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Holly. Are you having
Hi.
a good day or a bad day?
I am having a fairly decent day. Thank you for asking, Genevieve.
You're welcome. It's good to see you. Handsome as always. And then she'll walk up just like,
Thank you. I'm assuming we are here about a job, given that we have come en masse.
Yes, but not without presents. And I'm just gonna give Hari like one of the normal briberies that Aviana normally would.
Yeah, the generic gifts that you buy from camp to give to people. Yeah, not the special gifts. Okay. He'll reach out hand
You
and
would
take
just
it.
tell me what you want. I've been asking, and you're just like, I don't know. I don't know. And she will just like act out like the lean against a wall.
Yeah.
I think if
It's
you look
uncanny.
behind Aviana, Genevieve's like miming it, like, I don't know.
I really appreciate the energy you all have brought to the room today. I am a quartermaster, so it is difficult to get for someone who is usually the one acquiring things for people. But if you must know, I like things with snake motifs. It's a little on the nose. I appreciate, but I like what I like. So
I will look for something on our travels.
thanks. Okay. Well, as usual, there are various things that you are going to be able to acquire. I've been told basics. Can you let me know if there's anything specific you need while I'm pulling things out? Got any ideas or things that you need before I offer?
So I do have one. Now, it's particular to one of our group. Do you have a nice bag that has lovely sectioned parts of it, like organized, nicely put together?
Yeah, he has like a moment in his head because it's because the word section sounded like suction, and he was about to be like, a bag with what now?
Also
He's
that.
like, No, yeah.
You
But he does,
can't
yeah.
because I think she loves to mess with Hari. Like, not
Yeah.
too bad, but just like
Uh-huh.
gotta see where the cracks are because I haven't figured
Yeah,
it out.
She
yet.
loves to mess with everybody.
Yeah.
It's fun. Why not have fun while you're here? It
Some
doesn't
people,
have to be doom and gloom all the time.
yeah, need prodded at. I do, actually. It's like a messenger satchel. Is that an appropriate size?
Yes.
Great. Okay. And he will like crack finger knuckles and go through the back, and you can hear him rummaging around and things, and will come out with a pretty nice, actually. Is brown leather, but there is green embroidery on like the front flap, just in a sort of generic, folksy pattern, that is giving more Ferelden vibes than it is the other nations. And he will kind of hand that over to you. We have a crate here with healing potions. I also have, at the moment, we have enough for one for each of you, Illyrium potion. But there are other things. The way it works, this box, I want you to pick two things out of this box. This box has generic equipment that you're welcome to trade in your own equipment. It comes with runes enchanted onto it. So, and I will just send to my players the list. You're all going to be getting given a glowstone lantern. He has like a little set. There's different colors. I will let you decide what color you want for it. But given that you have been advised to do some of your traveling at night to avoid detection, you have a glowstone, which there is a command word. Usually these are made by Tranquil, but your organization, one of the feats that we took for your organization was enchanting, so it felt fitting. So you've got one each of those. You can get two each of the healing potions, which do 4d6 plus con healing. And a lyrium for each of our mages as well. You get two from the list of things that, such as bullseye arrows. How exciting. Potion of fortune and skill. And for my in Darkness Unbroken card, which is maybe just Val at the moment, Instance of Awareness.
The instance of awareness.
It is indeed some instance of awareness. There is rock solve. There is some warding salts for those who are particularly nervous about demons. He kind of like, he will take that out and slide it your way, Theowen, actually.
Like, imagine Theowen just like enters at this time as you say that, and she's like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah. You're welcome to choose if there's other things, but I feel like it's my job to know what people might need, and I feel like you might appreciate that.
You know what? Thank you for thinking of me and taking my concerns seriously. It's nice.
You're welcome. It's my job, and I take pride in it. There are some greater healing potions there, which you're welcome to have as part of your two from the Chosen, and then there is a way of swapping out your kit, because not all kit can be have runes applied to them in this universe. But we've got runes of defense for armor. We've got rune of protection. We've got a rune of fire and frost and striking for weapons. So you get one bit of kit where you can have a rune. I appreciate it would be dull for the audience to sit and watch you guys going through the list, figure it out. But you can figure that out before next week, what you would like off of that list, everybody. But he is supplying you all any other mundane things that you might need. He's going to make sure that you are set up with things you might need for travel. There will be rations available. He, for however you feel about his demeanor or his backstory, he's very good quartermaster. He's good at his job. So when you need things, he has a way of acquiring them. So he will help with lifting things out and explaining anything that people need. Of the warding salts there, and he'll be speaking to Theowen, but it is kind of to the room. There's enough in there that you can either do it for yourself, but equally, if you want to do it for a room just to avoid things getting in, that's an option. I don't know if demons are something you're going to be anticipating whilst dealing with Templars, but better to be safe than sorry, yeah? Can I get anyone anything else while we are getting ourselves kitted out?
Did my fluffy pillow come in by chance?
Oh, yep, yeah. I have
No.
two, and he'll go and he opens up a large crate towards the back of his store and comes out two very fluffy pillows, real like downy, squishy kind. I've brought two because this one looks more attractive, but it's got embroidery, and some people find that's a sensory thing when they try to sleep. So there's also one without the embroidery. I wasn't sure which, so I got both.
Best. And I will take the pillow and be like, mine was getting so worn down. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. I have dress, I have jewelry, I've got okay. Should be good.
Okay. Is there anything you need in particular for that part of the mission?
Potentially as far as traveling, it might be good to have some and I'll describe like basically what a travel guard would look like to kind of see of like outfits or whatever we need to.
Yeah.
Or
He'll open up the room that you know is like the outfit room. It's kind of like drama studio that you might have in a school or whatever, or like an Amdram's storeroom where it's just like all manner of outfits and costumes and wigs and hats and all that kind of stuff. But it's, you know, when people have jobs where they have to look a certain way, there's no sense throwing it away because you finished one job, you can keep it. And so you can have a rummage through and play dress up a little bit to not just yourself, but I guess everybody figuring out what role you might play in the We're Escorting Nobles caravan. How's everybody's acting skills? And he's going to look around like with a look, as most of his looks are, they look like they're serious. It looks like he's like judging you. That's just the general demeanor. Some of you who maybe have spent more time with him than others know that he kind of has like resting asshole face. That does not necessarily mean he's being an asshole. It's just the way his face is designed.
I did community theater.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's a role you played?
Third tree.
Third tree. All right. Did you have to do any swaying?
You know what? I actually had to fall down during a storm.
You fell down in a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hurt yourself?
No. The tree was well padded. But that's, you asked if
I did.
Any acting. Mm-hmm.
Was that in your...
Theowyn.
No.
So Theowyn is going to need a prop, so it's very, very important for her character.
Uh-huh.
We need you to source a very small, very yappy dog and a purse for it.
It's not for me. It's for Aviana.
It's very important for your character.
Remember, you are the servant that carries the dog.
Mm-hmm.
I am a servant that's going to carry a tiny yappy dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, I can steal the dog if we need to, but we do need
I
a nice
don't think we can. I would never condone the theft of a pet. But
Egg and dog ears.
I know a guy. Oh, wow. I am actually, for the first time in my career, actually going to have to see a guy about a dog. Okay.
See? You know you love us. We always bring you the new things, right? Expand your skills.
Yeah. I'm aware my face sometimes makes it look like I don't, but, you know, I
No, I
appreciate
think that
everybody
you're
in this
happy.
organization. Okay.
I see a sparkle.
A dog.
You know, you should probably just get like some sort of lotion for those under eyes. They would help you out a lot.
Why? It makes him look mysterious.
I just think it makes them look tired
No, aren't we all tired?
and unfriendly.
Are you getting enough sleep?
You know,
Are you hydrated? Sometimes if you just like
Geralt,
get a
leave
cold,
our quartermaster alone. He is doing his
How
best.
does it feel now when other people ask you this?
Yeah, listen, when I came to you, I was a genuine question about, like, conserve your well-being, first of all.
Oh,
Are
they
you
are very
accusing me-
genuine.
Second
yeah,
of all,
like Genevieve. I
I'm-
mean, I am being very genuine. I am very concerned about the dark circles under your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm
when he did
fine.
ask us to be
People care about you. Remember
You
that.
know, some people carry the trauma in different ways, Theowen. This is perhaps just how I'm carrying mine. I am sleeping an appropriate amount most of the time.
Most of the time. Okay, I can get you like sleep meds. You can get
Okay,
like a
I
nice
think we're
rest.
done. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so nice, Holly.
I will say I'll let the group leave.
Yeah, I won't
Yep.
bring Floor, but I'll bring Faywin and Aviana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, I have
a
I have
wonderful
something.
day.
Okay.
Okay, no, wait, do you actually need something, Saylin?
Like what, meat? For what?
You said you needed something. Do you actually need some equipment?
I have a. I guess. I don't. I don't know.
Oh, well, you're going to ask him more about his appearance and how shitty he looks.
I was gonna give him some advice.
He doesn't want it. Thank you. Okay, bye. And we'll just do that older sister
Yeah.
thing. I'm just like, yep, okay.
As the others kind of like
Very confused.
Flo, we'll catch up
head
with you
out.
later.
He's gonna just slowly cast his eyes over at you, Floor.
This is going to be a mess.
Possibly. It seems heroics don't always come in neat and tidy and clean packages, though. So
Especially when we're the second string of heroics. Second group of mages into the Templar organization.
yeah, well, if you're just doing a job because it feels like it's the right thing to do, then I'm sure it'll go fine. But that whole underdog theory of it works best when you have very genuine emotional motivations to what you're doing. It can be a great fuel. And I feel like nobody has a greater fuel to stick it to the Templars than a group of mages.
I am worried about the fact that we are 4 mages walking into a stronghold, planning to drug a bunch of Templars with laxatives in hopes it works.
Oh, that sounds horrendous.
And Genevieve is our strongest hitter.
Yeah, that could get messy.
I
You go.
I'm not built for fighting up close. I know you said that to have us pick something that's already had ruins inscribed on it, and Floor like takes something out of like a pocket and like pulls out these like 2 gloves, like rough leather, probably like a slightly larger size than their own. Any way you can get these reinforced?
Of course.
Stuff that means more to you after all.
Yeah. I can do that. And if you want, I can look into the tactics that they have. I, at one time in my life, had to train myself how to fight back against mages for very different reasons. I'll try and boil that down into strategies for you to see if you can counteract that.
It would help. It would also help with more hands, of course.
I mean, if you need my hands, you only need to ask.
If you want to be smart about it.
I'm smart about most things, yep.
It would be nice. Also, this makes this feel like a bribe now, but I'd say like while in a probably high town, Flora would probably have stopped by some fancy bakery or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she had probably they had probably got like a dark chocolate like cake or something and slides it across the table. This was a thank you for yesterday, but I guess it's now also a thank you for this.
I'm flattered that you remember dark chocolate's my favorite.
I didn't. You just seem like a very, very bitter man.
How unkind.
I'm sure I've heard worse.
Yeah, well, some of us have reasons for our bitterness. We can still taste delicious, though. And he'll take the cake and just turn around and go back to package up what he is storing for you guys. And on that, we've established which of the NPCs has the most Riz, I feel.
All of them?
Yeah. That is us for this week. We have stuff. We have not yet acquired our ship, but we will be meeting our ship and hopefully its crew next week. And hopefully we will have Ella with us to bring her lovely character to this mix as well. So for today, I'm going to let the crew do their exit announcements before I do the one for the channel. For me personally, it is me. I am Emma. I am Hamalu on the internet, and I've been your storyteller this evening. You can see me here every week with this. You can see me every Saturdays for over at Val's, or at least for the next 3 sessions, running a Mass Effect game. And at the end of this month, I have a channel launching that is going to have a podcast drama series that is horror set in rural Wales, and another Dragon Age game, actually, that is going to be launching over there. And you may see a familiar face in this cast in that one also. But that's me. If we can do the same order that we did our intros, just let us know who you are and where we can find you.
Yes, absolutely. My name is Torin. I am a digital artist and voice actor, and you can most find me on my own channel at Torin Talks Creativity. And then I'll be in a couple of games, so I'm on this one, and then on Fridays with Erebin on this channel as well. Yeah, I believe that is it. And today was fun. Thank you, Hamalu.
Welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Val. I create TTRPG content for me and my friends over on my channel at Valdrianth, which is where you can at me pretty much anywhere in the world. I got it back on Instagram, my name. Someone took it for a while and it finally was gone and I got it back. So it's now also my Instagram again. But yeah, you can find me everywhere as for what's going on the channel on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Please be sure to check us out as we're going to be doing our Old Gods of Appalachia finale for the season. And then Emma on Saturdays runs a Mass Effect game. I just produce it. I just hang out in the back. But otherwise, wrapping up on the winter, spring seasons before I rev up for the summer. So I'll just be here after that's done until probably May and June. But yeah, that's me.
Hi guys, my name is Alice. You can find me everywhere online at Alice Hart, or if the adult film star, which is the third Alice Hart in the Google search, has stolen that, Hellion Hart. I am number 2. Let's see. Next, you can find me on Tuesday night. I'm going to be I'm going to be running a game of Thirsty Sword Lesbians on Tales from the Table as part of their Gaza Crisis Month supporting Project Hope charity. You can find me here Sundays right now. Saturdays, Lost Caravan is releasing our own Old Gods of Appalachia series direct to YouTube called Dark Baptism that I'm in. Few more things in the work that I can't really announce just yet, but at the end of the month, I'll be playing a game of Honey Heist over on Lost Caravan as well. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I've been playing Eviana. Her pronouns are she, her. Coming up for me, you can find me online at Nerd on Wheels 15 on the health site or everywhere else at the Nerd on Wheels. This Monday, you can catch me in Lost Caravan's Lancer's Hell's Gate. It is a Lancer Met campaign where I play a murder marshmallow, and we are trying to get this decaying planet to survive a couple more days. That's the goal. Then you can find me every other Wednesday over on Enchanting Sorcery Productions for Fandelver and Below, Halia's Harriers. I play a rogue cleric with memory problems. It's a delight. It's a great time. And then on the 25th, you can catch me over on Lost Caravan for a one-shot of Fabula Ultima.
Excellent stuff. Lots of wonderful things happening. I also forgot to say this Wednesday I'm on Horde Tales doing a Women in Gaming Month game, which is Apocalypse Keys. I've never played it before, but it sounds rad as hell.
Yeah,
Um,
so
yeah.
I'm also a part of for the next Wednesday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Horde Tales, I apologize. I'll do better.
It's fine. Listen, so much things on. But yes, in terms of the channel, we have a couple casting calls that are closing tomorrow. So we've got Into the Black with Anya, who's a wonderful human being, which is a Serenity system, which is exciting for me, like a leaf on the wind. Sign up for a nice, easy job, a simple heist, and a priceless artifact. Find a ship, find a crew, keep flying. Brown coats forever, everybody. And then Salvage Union with Michelle, which is a sponsored by Leyline Press game, mini-series of post-apocalyptic wastelands inhabited by mechs and the pilots who scramble to keep them together, which also sounds rad. So if you're into it, check out the channel and you can do those signups, which close tomorrow. Some upcoming shows. These are all in Eastern time zone. On Mondays at 2 p.m., we've got Wonder Wet and Weary among the members of the House of the Rookwood. The game In Blood Will Out with GM Maddie, which sounds really cool. And Maddie is lovely as well. Every other Wednesdays at 8 p.m. we've got Roll for Luck. Join our long-running anchor show for the Sapphic homebrew world of the Amalgarth, with Girls Run These Worlds founder Ryu as the dungeon mistress. It is great. You should also check that out. Fridays 8 p.m. Join the high fantasy, high-tech, high-flying Numenera adventure Erowin with Angela, who is just an incredible human being, and also Torrin will be starring in that. So check that one out too. And then on Sundays, it's us. It's our game. We are 2 episodes in. We have 8 remaining. Let's see where we go and if we can successfully be heroes and kick some Templar butt in the meantime. There is no raid today. So with that time, I just wanted to give yourselves a little pat on the back, a hug, hydrate, and be kind to yourselves, everybody. We will see you next week, everyone. Wave goodbye.